welcome to Psych 101.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Tonight's opening line. In the night, I hear him talk. The coldest story ever told. Somewhere far along this road, he lost his soul to a woman so heartless.
By the great poet
Come on now.
Kanye West.
Yes,
Jesus.
sir. Yes, sir. I love that song. But it speaks to tonight's theme of villains and heroes. So I really wanted to explore that, especially having you on the show. Shout out.
Hey, we
Right.
appreciate you having
Yeah,
us. You
we
know what I'm
were
saying?
styled
You look
by
dope in
Styles.
it. You look
Come
dope
on.
in it.
Thank
You
you.
always look dope,
Always
son.
look
You know what I'm
dope.
saying?
And you was come on now. you
Hey,
was,
man, you know, I just
yeah.
rolled out of bed. That's all.
Light work.
Fell in the water. A little drip.
Nothing much, yeah, word. But yeah, it inspired me. As I told you when I actually got this from you, I just like the concept because I feel that we all have our own life story, and we all also are in multiple other people's stories as well. So
Absolutely.
I'm sure.
It's like a pie chart.
Yeah, right. And I'm sure that you're the hero in some and the villain in others. So I really just wanted to kind of explore those archetypes that we have.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Off the envy. we doing it off the
Come
envy.
on, right?
Not that kind of envy either. Oh my God.
It's gotta have something to do with there. But all right, so what I wanted to explore specifically, there's this thing called the hero's journey. And it's supposed to be, well, one, if you look in movies, and not just cartoon movies like The Lion King and Aladdin and things, but even, like The Matrix and what's the one, Jim Carrey, the Truman Show, I'm thinking. The
Truman Show,
Have
yeah.
y'all seen that?
That's real
It's
life.
wild.
Yeah, I live it every day.
Yeah, but the kind of
Facts.
right, and the experience that they go through, it's in alignment with this thing called the hero's journey. So I wanted to share that with you all, and then we can kind of explore that. So it starts out with the call to action or the call to adventure, right? At first, you refuse the call. You're not really feeling it. Like you're stuck in your ways, and the life that you're living is good enough. You don't need any more. Some type of mentor appears in your life, or they call it a supernatural aid. We often see, like in the movies. With the aid of that mentor, you're able to cross the threshold from the known world into the unknown world. So now you wide open, like it's a whole new life and things that you hadn't perceived before. Now you can perceive, and with that, there's new allies and enemies that you didn't have before. A road of trials, right? This is some real shit, right? I know it's good.
It's deep, son.
It's
talking
about
us
already. So now
I told her, I was like, yo, man, I see my life right there. Like, all you pinpointing and
Well,
everything.
let's pause then and
Who you
explore
talk
before
to
we-
already.
I mean, you have some. It resonates in some ways with you already.
Absolutely. I mean, real talk, my hero's journey begins with my daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like I kind of was humble and took a sacrifice of my own lifestyle and whatnot to fall back and get custody of her when she was young. You know what I'm saying? Like I was outside with the co-op, that's the Cut Fam, Get Money Green Brothers, you know what I'm
Real
saying? We
rich,
had
man.
the disco ball and booty bounce going on crazy, opening up for Lil Wayne, Young Jeezy, you know what I'm saying? Jim Jones, Boosie, you know what I'm saying? At the Richmond Coliseum,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? The Altria,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Coliseum, yeah.
112 with
112.
with not the group, not the group, not room 112 where the players play. Club 112 in Atlanta. We was out there with Uncle Luke and all that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I like riding the R&B, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
I feel like you get more influence if you ride with like hip hop and everything. You know what I'm saying? Influences your style, and I don't want my style to sound like nobody else's shit. So I ride to some Anita Baker. You know what I'm saying? Do it like that. But yeah, it begins with my child. You know what I'm saying? Taking that sacrifice, taking a step back from that life and the highlights that were there. It was like a 2-year hiatus for me to reconstruct my whole self as a man, because I'm a young man at this time. I'm like 25, you know what I'm saying? It's still it's still lit outside, like you know what I'm saying?
And you
Mature
did you
early.
kind of at first resist it a little bit, or was it a natural ease into it?
Real talk, it was kind of a natural ease because the feds was looking at a lot of niggas. So, you know what I'm saying? I had to fall back on some, you know what I'm saying? And I wasn't all the way living right at the moment, you know what I'm saying? So I need to make a switch and a pivot into something where it's like, you know, pure fatherhood. I took a step back. I wasn't doing no music, no none of that. I was just, you know, a regular, if you try to be a RN, a regular nigga.
Oh
son.
man, sound like
Word.
very correlating. Nah, I'm just saying like the hero's journey. It starts with my kids and the fact of mine is a little it's kind of the same, but it's more like I had no choice but to get custody of my son, my oldest son. So it changed my life, man. If you knew me before, I had like full custody of a child of mine. You know what I'm saying? I was just I mean,
concept too.
yeah, we.
Nah, I resonate the same way, brother.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we was
It was one of
just
those
like
things.
you said, 24, 25. It was very lit outside. And you know, it just changed my life to either do or don't. But if you don't, you just gonna keep going on the same path that you had to live for real.
Right,
So, now we here. Shout out to my son, man.
Shout out my daughter Aaliyah in the crowd.
Shout out to the kids, man.
I like that. All right. So kind of further exploring hero's journey. So we're talking about crossing into the threshold, so the known world into the unknown. As you guys kind of spoke about, now you had to make a choice because it's a whole new life now that you have to live. Along with that can come ordeals, struggles, trials, tribulations. Next, the death or the loss of that mentor. So the person that was kind of guiding you into this new life and kind of supporting you is no longer there. Next is battle with the brother. So some type of close figure now there's friction or discord with. Right.
That happens
Yo,
often.
hold on. Before I forget, hey, run. You said before you said death for the mentor. What was it?
Ordeals.
Oh man. So check it.
Struggles. Yeah.
All right. So I mean, in Richmond, man, like I'm a late bloomer, I would say. Like I came into the fold under Freeze,
God bless.
Joshua Freeze Reed, and even to the point where I'm getting custody of my son. He gave me a ride to the court building when I'm walking down Broad Street. You know what I mean? He also gave me my real first chef job. You know what I'm saying? So now that's a trade of mine that I'll take forever.
That sounds like a mentor.
That is definitely a mentor.
Damn.
Absolute.
And he passed away and emerged what a lot would say like my stepping out, like the Spread Love EP came off the strength of him passing away. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, I've been using the moniker Spread Love for a very long time. It actually came from a friend of mine that committed suicide. He wrote me a note, and in the note he said, "Always continue to do what you do and spread love." So I never, I just kept that. The day he died, I just moved with that. But Freeze is definitely the mentor that kind of moved me through like the ordeals as I'm getting custody. It's not like getting custody from a woman in a tumultuous way is different from just like, all right, it's a better situation. Because first I was in a trap. Like I was in the trap. Like I was, my man's couch, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And it changed my life so abruptly. And the person that kind of like, I ain't gonna say held my hand through it, but kind of like guided me throughout the way, like getting me a real job that I can like, put on a resume to change my life was him. Actually coming in the trap. I'm sleeping on the couch. He said, "Yo, who need a real job?"
Right here.
Yo, and so for him to like, it's crazy that that's the story, like, cause I didn't even think about how important that was. You know what I'm saying? Like how important and how detrimental to me getting my life together he was to me. So you know what I mean? Shout out to Freeze, man. Yeah, that's what I got.
God bless. God bless. I got a similar story with two different people that I regard to as mentors. One is my man Clef Dollars. Richmond legend. He was one of the first artists to ever come out of Richmond. Him and Skills, you know what I'm saying. But he was a producer, like Jay Dilla type, crazy vibes. You know what I'm saying? Just a magnetic energy and whatnot. He actually taught me how to vocally deliver myself on records. You know what I'm saying? Back when I must have been like 20, maybe 21 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Um, him and my man Fat Daddy, you know what I'm saying? God bless Fat
Rest in
Daddy.
peace,
You know,
Fat
shit,
Daddy,
I got my brothers tattooed on me. I will show you the vibes, but you catch it on the stage or something. Yeah, he was instrumental in just my development on some like Big Brother shit. You know what I'm saying? Like we did music together and everything too, but that was more so like, you know, that's my go-to. I could go to. He taught me how to roll a L. You know what I'm saying? That's like my
Shout out to him.
big brother. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's the gift that keeps on giving.
You
giving,
feel
giving.
me? Like he taught me how to.
Life skill.
He taught me how to get money with it too. Like, you know what I'm saying? So he was, you know what I'm saying, just giving me that game and feeding me onto just how the ways of the world is, and you know, like yeah. Actually, when they passed it, when Clef passed, it pushed me to go harder, just to represent for his name and like, you know what I'm saying, like his legacy. But when Fat Daddy passed, it pushed me to take a step back from it because it's like
family.
I got hit from both sides, you know, and it's like, you know, both of them's family, like, but it took a whole nother toll. I don't have nobody that I can come to now to, you know what I'm saying, to do it like, you know, I had to start building and combining them with my brothers, you know what I'm saying, like T.R.I.G, Lou, D, Mike, you know what I'm saying, a couple other brothers I could keep naming for Mac, you know what I'm saying, keep naming forever and shit. But yeah, that's a part that helped elevate me to push a little harder, just, you know, using my brothers as a crutch for this latest run, you know what I mean? I was able to switch my whole approach of it because I'm an old head, you know what I'm saying? We used to have the CDs at Willie's and all that, like, you know, doing the whole joint, getting it out the trunk and shit. I had to switch my whole vibe up to a digital thing, you know what I'm saying? And that's different coming from a physical space. So I had to learn the game on that, like, oh, you getting paid this much for streams now? Okay, so how do you utilize that to push it to somewhere else to get money, which is what started the Villains line, you know what I'm saying? I ended up using the music as a promotional tool. You know what I mean? It's a lifestyle brand because you hear it in the music, you feel it. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things you throw on yourself, you
Shit,
feel
it's
good.
comfortable, too.
Yeah, you feel sexy, you know what I'm saying? You might pick up a date or something, you know what I mean?
Damn.
It's one of those vibes. So just having them, I think of them every day and I keep them with me. I got them tattooed on my body.
Bless.
Both of them, you know what I'm saying? And keep them with them, keep the knowledge and the tools. Clef taught me a lot about religion. I got so deep in the word. I was a devout Christian at the time, you know what I'm saying? Going to church crazy. Started reading, going deeper into the word where it led me to different practices to now where I consider myself more so spiritual than, you know, like you said earlier before when I heard you speaking, not confining to any different books. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now, man. I'm a spiritual being. I'm one with the universe, you know what I'm saying? I teach my daughter to embrace all ideologies, but to, you know, have that freedom of thought to think for herself in certain ways. Like, you know what I'm saying? I bestow my information upon anybody who's willing to listen. You know what I'm saying?
That is a fact.
And so,
That is a fact, man. I consider Illa Styles as my supreme big brother in this thing that we doing right here. Like, I don't really resonate with too many people. Like I said, I jumped off the porch late when it comes to like the scene of Richmond rap, and he was one of the people that I can actually trust and believe what he talking about. Like I'd have checked his facts with a couple other, you know what I mean, like a couple other people outside. So it was just like, dang, that's my dog. And you know, it's not just like, you know, he don't just come up and we have like an extensive text thread where it ain't really nothing about music. Like, you know what I'm saying? We'll send some stuff, you know what I'm saying?
We got like 2 songs together.
yeah.
You know what I'm
This is
saying?
the
Like,
real work,
but we've been building forever. Like, and we both from Philly, Germantown boys. What up?
Germantown.
Oh, that's
Uptown
dope.
all
Y'all
day.
both from the same town. That's dope. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Synchronicity.
Yeah.
Absolute.
Broad Street on the way.
So y'all
Hey,
kind of
big
share the
muscles.
same. Y'all are in each other's journey in a way. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, our
Yeah.
roads have intertwined.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope.
Yeah,
It's kinda
we
like-
might be in the same car.
No, for real.
Yeah.
We on the party bus.
I know his uncle that crossed my dad up in the game of basketball. I know it. Back in '81, they was roaming the same streets. But nah,
I don't know.
man.
My mom's might have. My mom's was nice with this. She went to Virginia State for the ball.
Oh man, shout out.
Yeah,
shout
my
out
mom's
to-
was
shout
nice
out
with
to-
it.
Shout out to
Shout out Donna Lynn. You know what
Shout out
I'm
to
saying?
Miss Donna. You know what I mean?
Miss Donna Lynn. She from the country. I ain't gonna hold you. Like my whole family from the country. Not my whole my family on my mom's side is from the country. You know what I'm saying? Indian River Road in Gloucester County, Virginia. You know what I'm saying? That's a little past West Point and all that. We got like mad relatives on Indian River Road.
Okay.
My grandpa built the house with his bare hands. You know what I mean? He showed me how to motherfucking
Life
garden and
skills.
shit. You know what I'm saying? Life skills. Grandma was the sweetest, baking, the nanny. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, we got the same
sweetest.
story, man.
I ain't gonna
That's,
hold you, man.
I love it.
My mom
Word.
is
Go ahead, kick it.
100% Richmonder, yo. So that's why my roots is still strong in Richmond. You know what I'm saying? I'm back and forth from Philly to Richmond every other school year. So it's like, but my mom's and her people is from the country too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? It don't even get no countryer for real. Like, but you know, my mom's was adopted. She was out. She's of Jamaican descent as well. My father's full Jamaican, so it's just like. Regardless, I was, you know what I'm saying? I was either going to be a country Richmond dude from Philly and from Jamaica as well. So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? And to not say anything, you know, to meet Illa Styles and, like, to actually know some stuff like that. Like, man, my mom's, you know, she from down here. Nah, my mom's from down here. Nigga, I'm from Philly, though. Nigga, I'm from Philly. You want to fight? Nah, but let's.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think earlier y'all said damn at a certain point during this journey, and I did want to get back to that. So after the death of the mentor, so now it's like you're on your own, faced with these life skills that you've been taught, and your decision to now live well. And here comes the battle with the brother. Yeah. What y'all think about that?
Damn, the battle with the brother. Like for me,
Battle
that's
with
more
the brother.
symbolic. I don't really got like one brother that I can see, cause all my brothers know I know how to fight, so they don't be wanting no smoke.
Yeah, I think just symbolically it
Yeah.
kind of represents like discord between a unit that was once close. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna keep it real for real, and say I'm kind of going through that right now for real. It's like transcending to being a local artist into a independent artist. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and then sometimes your friends and your people that grew up with you don't really understand it that way. Like, bro, that's Josh. That's everybody calling you Trig. You know what I'm saying? Nah, we know you from. You know what I'm saying? You had the Dreamcast. You know what I'm saying? Nah,
It's a
let go.
disconnect
yeah,
between
and I'm telling you, I always tell my people, I was like, bro, the difference between me and J. Cole is that his people probably believed in him a little more. You know what I'm saying? Like, because grind as much as you can grind. You don't put that on nobody back, but like that little push that you got to go to your day twos for, you look different at your day ones. It's like, man, all I really want is my people beside me, and it's just like, damn. Well, I'ma shine regardless, but when I come to look back, it's pretty much just to come to chill with y'all. It ain't really to move like we were supposed to move. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, battle with my brother is
Battle
pretty
with
much.
the brother.
It's pretty much like the difference from who you think I am and who I know I am. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like that. That's dope.
I'm going, like this is like almost a year anniversary from me not having a 9 to 5. And like big leap of faith because, like I was working, I was a head of culinary at a school. You know what I'm saying? Probably the best job I ever had. You know what I mean? My mom was just proud telling all her friends. And I'm like, hey, Mom, I'm finna drop this album and it's gonna change the way I think of things. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I did that, and I didn't get rich off the album, but you know, it gave me. I took some time off, and as I dropped the joint, and you know, tried to figure out how to maneuver. And the maneuvers was maneuvering. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like he said, it's not like the same money or the title that might go with something that, you know, my parents or my uncle can be proud of. But, you know what I'm saying, when they see me on the stage, they know I'm doing what I want to do. And, you know,
And that's
The universe
money.
gonna make
That's
a way
money,
for
yo.
those who
Time
want,
is
who
money,
know what
bro.
they want from it.
definitely money.
You know what I'm saying? And not like in a way where like you can replace, you know, actual money.
Yeah.
But just like not to take away, like you need money.
Yeah.
But the fact that like time is of equal value. I
Yeah.
can't sit here. You know what
You
I'm
start
saying?
to assess what your value on your
Yeah.
time is worth.
What's my money gonna be used for if I don't have time?
Word.
You know what I
I
mean?
used to
I've been
come
thinking
home.
about that a lot lately, yo. Like a lot of times when people are really career driven,
Right.
it makes you think like, are you gonna enjoy it if you don't know the practice of how to enjoy life? Like it's a practice, and I feel like I had to learn how to enjoy life over time by not being maybe so career oriented, but doing my own thing. And it's like,
You gotta break that society.
yeah.
Right.
And it's like once you it took time. It wasn't easy to like really
'Cause that's-
get used to, you know what I'm saying?
That's
and
what's
it's like,
embedded in our heads.
Right,
From,
yeah.
you know what I mean?
Man,
Like
I was made.
they tell you, all right, you know what I mean? You grow up, you go to college, boom. You know what I'm saying? You get a dope job, boom. You get you a wife, boom. You get the
Boom,
kid,
yeah.
boom. You get
And
the
this is how
picket
it's
I ain't
fence,
booming
the
on none of
fucking-
those.
You know what I mean? Like,
but even
sometimes it works
boom,
different.
when you
right,
but when
you
you
know, like-
accomplish all of that, right? Like say
Word.
you accomplish all of
I
that,
boom different. Shout out
it's
to
like
the
now
boombox.
you're up here and you did it, you know what I'm saying? But it's like the practice is you doing it
Right,
as opposed to you enjoying.
right.
And it's like, can you just switch? You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's a
it's a
fact.
question. I mean, some people probably can. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I like the practice. I like to think that like I've been enjoying like my journey and when I reach whatever goals I'm reaching, when I get there, I'll know how to enjoy
That's
it.
the
'cause
thing.
I'm
Like
enjoying it.
that's
you
the
gonna
big
reach
race.
your goal,
Yeah.
but then there's gonna be more goals in place
more
from
goals,
it. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like
And
the
it's
thing
like,
that you
yeah.
thought you want, you want that, but you
want
more.
that, but you want
want
more.
bigger,
yeah,
yo.
Yeah,
yeah.
so-
You
I
want
think we
everything.
posted recently the journey. My journey is the destination.
Like,
My journey's the
Yeah.
destination.
Word.
Like the journey.
My stage name is to rise into greatness. It's like I'm never gonna really seek what greatness is, but you know, while I'm rising, I'm touching all the checkpoints. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so it's never really no plateau where I'm gonna hit the point where it's like, yeah, now I'm great because I'm
And I
always
can
gonna
stop.
reach.
Yeah, there's
Right.
more, there's
Yeah.
greater.
Right.
There's
Always
more.
greater.
Man,
In life, it's like two different points, right? You got your start and your ending. You know what I'm saying? Everything in between, that's the last life.
yo, I'm hard.
That's the
shaking
part
in
of
the
life
middle.
right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nah,
Like,
you're
cause
right.
everybody going, you know, if you hear you was born in some kind of way, you know what I'm saying, and you have a expiration date on you. So anything that you
Right,
do
that's
in the
just
middle, you make that as impactful as possible. Whether
Right.
that's on a national, whether that's on a global, whether that's on a personal, you know what I'm saying.
Yo,
First you gotta impact yourself with it.
Right, you got to impact yourself with how much your impact is actually impacting. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
yeah,
No
like,
doubt. Right.
like you have to
Positive
know, like,
impacts.
I'm gonna be
Because
like, yeah,
you can
like,
impact yourself with some negative shit, creating your own shit in.
right, that's
you know
true
what I'm saying?
too. Yeah, spread love, right.
Word.
So
that's
you
true.
can't really control how you get here or how you end, but in the middle you gotta do
It's just
everything.
the
that you
I was
want.
gonna,
That's a
yeah,
fact.
Everything
that was
that
gonna
you
bring me
gotta
to
do.
this. Is it what's it? Maya Angelou, right? She
Quote
said,
the queen. Quote the
queen.
queen.
She said,
You gotta do it in her voice though.
I can.
You gotta hit her voice,
play
man.
with me,
You
yo,
gotta
'cause
do
I
it
be doing
now.
the voice.
You
It's
gotta
like-
do it now. You gotta do
Yo.
it. Hey, where's my water, son? Who got the hot water, son? That's
Yo.
crazy.
That's actually crazy.
Garçon, son.
They smoking
But,
blacks.
They doing it.
I think they
No, what's
smoking.
the quote? What's the quote?
They still fixing the
But
black
so
out
she
here.
was like,
Come
she
on,
was like,
son.
when I walk in the room, I'm bringing everything with me,
in the room.
and when I leave, I'm taking everything with
I'm
me.
taking
And it's like that move is just like, yo,
That's
what
real.
you know
I
what I'm
just
saying?
absorbed
Like,
that.
I'm bringing everything with me right now.
Exactly.
You're getting all of me.
Oh man.
And when I'm gone, I'm gone.
Yeah.
Right.
And you're not thinking about because you gave it your all in the moment. What regrets
Right.
do you have?
Yo,
And that's what
straight
people
up.
have. And for the memory, they have the memory of you in moments.
Right.
If they
yeah.
were blessed enough to experience you in separate
Right.
moments, you know what I'm saying? So every
Yeah.
moment that
I
you
look
live
at it
in, you
like-
make that the best
If you
moment.
make that the best,
You know what I'm saying?
you don't got no
and that's
regrets.
not on some fake shit.
You
Like
look at it like,
you
look.
just be the best you. That
be
you
like,
know what I'm saying? If
yeah,
you
real
ain't,
shit.
if you know what I'm saying?
Bro, you look at Tupac. Tupac died at what? 24, 25?
26.
died pretty young.
Okay.
Yeah, Biggie 24.
He was pretty young.
And my son was like, "Dog, he did everything," and I was like, "Yo, he only was lit for about 5-6 years."
But that's the
for
thing,
real,
like the impact was so. That's that's the
Crazy.
And
beauty.
so I'm like, man, like
we could
a lot of
be able
people
to.
will remember
He was on
me.
death row under a year.
Yeah.
It feel like he was on there 3-4 years.
A lot of people remember me like as a chef, you know what I'm saying, or in the work or the whole culinary field. Don't even know who T.R.I.G is. You know what I'm saying? Like what?
Yeah,
Let's
that's
go to
crazy.
the video shoot. Nah, man, living hella lives. Like yo, when I get off the stage, I'm the type I'll get off the stage and give like the craziest performance that I can. Give one nigga dap and tell him to pass it around and leave.
Yeah, facts.
And leave and go home and put a hot pocket in the
That's
microwave.
the coldest shit I ever heard. I'm gonna start doing that, yo. Give a nigga a pound, yo. Pass that shit around,
bro.
B.
Like, I can't even.
I remember times like working jobs and like people telling me like, you don't need to be here. You don't need to do
That's
this.
a slap in the face.
And I'm happy. And I'm like, I love this. What are you
Like,
talking
damn.
about? Like, and like whole time they're like, you don't even you can do more. And I'm just
That's
like,
that word I don't like, man. Potential, man.
potential,
I
yeah.
don't like
When
that
other
word.
people see it in you, it's like, yo, I'm playing myself. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Those could be the angels
Yeah.
along your
Real
way,
shit.
along your
Yeah.
hero journey.
I
You know what I'm
love
saying?
that.
You just you encounter certain beings, certain people. You think of people. You know what I'm saying? While you walking around.
no, I
in
knew
this
she was an
universe.
angel or something.
And
I
they
knew
trying to
I knew
guide
when
you,
I,
like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, yo, check this. What are you doing, yo? Like, you got, you know what I'm saying? And you take heed to all that information.
Most definitely not. She impacted me
straight up.
incredibly, and in ways that I think, like, you know, was she aware? Who knows? But like, she
Word.
knew I needed that. I needed to hear that. You know what I'm
Word.
saying? So, and like, a lot of times I think about that what I'm letting other people hear, and I'm like, I want to be impactful. You know what I'm saying? I want people to experience me in a way that like is rememberable or remarkable or whatever. You know?
See me, like I consider myself a middle child, like old enough and young enough as well. So I'm still like, I be with my OGs or my elder statesmen still in amazement. Like, yo, I'm at the table with my dogs, and then like people looking at me like, you is the dog. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like, hold up, bro. I still got some work to do. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna get another
But that's
table. you know
yeah,
what I
and that's
mean?
the thing. Like you're always the
tables.
journey, bro.
Yeah,
The
man,
journey is always
It's
it's
constant.
constant.
It's never-ending.
Yeah.
Rise
for
in the greatness.
Mm-hmm.
Hey. Like, I always compare it to like a Mario, Super Mario. So you
Yeah.
go through this world and there's all these obstacles and it's like you're vigorously trying to get toward this flag and then you reach the flag, dun da da da.
It's a whole nother
And now
world,
it's the
son.
next
Hey, you know what's
round.
crazy,
Yeah,
though?
And it's
yeah.
the next challenges.
Mario.
It's never ending.
Yeah.
Mario
Cycle
did
of
all
life.
that shit with shrooms though, like all his
Exactly.
Yo, that's a fact.
Come on, you know that was coming.
And he had
Yeah,
to pause
yeah,
every
yeah.
going
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, he was-
supernatural
Yeah,
aid.
me.
Yeah.
I love it.
Hey,
Yeah.
man.
That's a dope concept. That the supernatural aid doesn't have to be a person. It can be an odd,
Man.
like, you know, like these natural stimulants from the earth. and
Wow.
things
Shout
that are
out to
just
the
here for
weed I've been
us.
smoking since I was 13 years old.
Hey.
It
Facts.
was a supernatural aid.
I was gonna talk about Zelda one time because I was like,
One time for the one
yeah, I
time.
was like,
Let's
yo,
go.
shout out to Zelda because like that's also about like there's like potions and herbs and stuff that they be
Yeah.
taking and like
Yeah.
sometimes it don't even gotta just be mushrooms. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
and
Like
yeah,
there's so many
anything. There's
herbs
so
like
many
delve
natural
into,
I'm
like,
trying to get into this
there's,
Crash
um,
Bandicoot when y'all
Yeah.
yeah.
Ty was talking about a frog earlier.
A frog?
The DMT frog.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
At
DMT
the end of the
frog,
day, we
yeah.
are chemical compounded
Yes.
We
beings
are,
with
yeah.
energy lights, you know what I'm saying? Balls of light that just travel and shit. We got all this shit on us. So certain shit that, you know, the weed, it has the
intake, yeah.
cannabinoids. We had a cannabinoid. You
Yeah,
know,
we got the
Boy
yeah.
said
Yeah.
cannabinoid.
The
So
cannabinoid
it's like-
system,
it's
yeah.
certain shit that you put in your body helps aid you. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
And
it's not nighttime. You said
it activates
cannabinoids in
things,
the
it
middle of the
unlocks
day.
things
It's
for you.
something like that, yeah.
He said cannabinoids at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Like,
You
what
better
do you
believe
mean,
it, son.
bro? Cannabinizers,
Yeah.
man.
Facts.
Cannabinoids.
All
Learn
right.
something.
I wanted to, okay, so wrapping up the hero's journey part. So battle with the brother, then we have temptation, the road back, refusal to return.
Wait, the road back as
The
in you're
road
going.
back is into, so now like your world's been open and now you know about, just the veil's been lifted, but you still gotta live in this, exist in this regular
shoot.
world as well. So it's like now I
Okay.
gotta kind of, it's the.
You kind of got to carry the weight of knowing. Yeah.
Yeah. So refusal to return, but then you consider the ultimate reward, which is now you are a master of two worlds.
All right, so look. So it's like we started out the show talking about being fathers, right? Like I said, I had a tumultuous journey in between, like, losing. Sometimes I didn't even know where my kids were. You know what I'm saying? Not to even sound like I wasn't, in their lives and impactful. Nah, somebody just straight jetted. You know what I'm saying? Mid conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a part defining that, and that really changed everything about me. I wasn't even a happy person. You know what I'm saying? My mom used to look at me. She's like, yo, you on drugs? Like, nah, I ain't on drugs. I'm just not a happy. I'm not a happy person. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then, as we said, like, getting my kid back to live with me permanently. Like, yo, he get on my nerves every day so much that he with me every day. Like,
What a privilege.
yeah, I love that. Yo, wash the dishes right now.
Right now.
But and then still trying to balance being an artist, a culinary director,
To master those two worlds.
So and to also spread love, I kind of built this bubble around me where I gotta, I gotta be Mr. Spread Love, even when times it's just like, boy, get the fuck from, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't got no love to spread, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let's talk like that bubble too. Like, I wanted to talk about that bubble, bro, because
y'all feel it?
nah,
Oh,
yeah, I feel it. I feel it, and I love it. You know what I'm saying? It's a great bubble, but I also know, like, you could share. Other people got bubbles, and you know what I'm saying? And we all got, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to be the one to be spreading all the love. Absorb some, you know what I'm saying? And also, like,
That's how you get replenished when you absorb that love. You know what I'm
absorb that
saying?
love. Sometimes we give so much, we just get exhausted. It's like, yo.
I be in such a like, cause at the same time, like that point in time where I didn't have and I was always searching, that shit turned me to a savage. Like, I was a savage type of dude. So like, to get the chance to have somebody to even know me from my past, to like see me now, it's like, man, I don't really believe that nigga definitely robbed my cousin. I am not about to chill with this dude. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? He definitely was this type of guy to now, you know what I'm saying? But that I got both of those type of, lives with me to, and I'm kind of just always proving to myself, like, never to fall back. Like, always spread love because you never know who need that shit, and always spread love because I need that shit more than everybody.
Right. And what you give, you receive. You know what I'm saying? I think that's another thing too.
It'd be hard to receive the love because I never used those glasses. I never put those glasses on, like,
But I mean, that's a part of the journey, being in the unknown. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, once you in that space, like, everything that you encounter at first, you fear. People always fear the unknown until it becomes familiar. You allow yourself to be a part of that and embrace it so long that it becomes familiar. Like, I wasn't used to motherfuckers coming up to me with cameras and video, just turning their shit on live and shit. I was cussing people out when I first came back on the scene. I'm like, yo, fam, why you got your shit on live? You got me on your story and shit. Like, cut that shit out, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? But
work with, bro.
word, it becomes a part of those things, like, where it's like, okay, that's a part of society now. Like, you just gotta, and if you're putting out so much love, you're putting out your energy. You're having an energy exchange with people, the audience that you're touching them with your stories. Not only like they not just there for the entertainment. I know
They there
I've
for the
been written, so
story,
I know you've been written about songs that have touched people and impacted people personally. You know what I'm saying? They hit you with the long joints, like
like that song helped me get over certain
Facts.
things, and to hear somebody be like, "Yo, Black Iverson," like I never knew that I can listen to a song like that, and it'll just take me to a place where blah blah blah. I'm like, dang, bro, I wrote that from my nigga couch, like trying to now.
Yeah, when
and
you
to-
think about the place you were,
Yeah.
and then how it impacted people, it's like, yo, like
that also makes you like consider your voice in the place as well.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
like a soundtrack you making for yourself,
Word.
and for other people, I guess.
it's just again, words are so powerful. Like, and when you start to understand, like, the reason you feel this way about me, or the reason you feel this way in general, not even if it's about me, but just the way you feel, is based on something I said and an organization of words, like a symphony of words, an organization. Like, I just arranged some letters.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like,
I mean, but we in the image of
But
God.
that's
We
so
are,
creative,
we're in the
like-
image of the Creator.
Yeah,
So we
right.
all create from different spaces, whether
Yeah.
we do it lyrically, you do it artistically, you do it lyrically, artistically. Like, you know what I'm saying? Bruh. we
yo,
tapped
it's
in.
amazing, and
Humble
it's
pop,
like
man.
We
it's like
tapped in.
it's like when you really think about like
want
the
you to
change that we're able to create though, like in the world, like we're doing such great work. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah, we
like
all-
yeah, I
yo.
commend y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like it's great work that we're
Likewise,
doing,
I
you know what I'm
commend
saying?
you. I'm a
Word.
fan.
All right, gentlemen.
Oh, damn, we
I
got
Is there
lit.
more journey?
It was 3 of y'all. So
Oh,
that's
yeah.
how we behave.
Go ahead.
Gentlemen.
That's respectful.
Yes, I wanna transition to another topic because we've talked about the hero's journey, and I think that it's beautiful and dope and admirable. But there's also
I
another
feel like
side.
Mario right now off the shrooms.
Do you?
I do. Luigi. I love it. Luigi.
Doing a little-
Hey,
All
man.
right. So we talked about the creation of the hero, but I really think in all of us exists both the hero and the villain. So I wanted to get a little bit on to that. Mr. Styles, I'm gonna throw it to you first because, clearly.
Hey, man, check this out, man. You know what I mean? A villain is just a hero to his own story, but he a villain to another person's story. Like, I mean, really the villains thing started off with we was going through a whole lot of social oppression and everything at the time. Like always. But it was real heavy at the time, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, a lot of us minorities, majorities really, you know what I'm saying, they put that term on us unjustly. But we was looked at and being villainized in social media, just being villainized in the world, just from the viewpoints and everything. So it's like, I'm gonna put a tag on. I'm gonna go ahead and put a label on, like, yo, you walking out, you feeling like that, but it's something that you're proud of, like, yo, you know what I'm saying?
Villainous.
Like, you can look at me at the villain just because I'm a disruptor, just because I'm shaking up the status norm
Facts.
of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I have no ill intentions to you, but from the way that your system works, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna villainize me anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
so I might
I'm
as
coming with a
well,
whole
yeah.
different
Regardless.
energy. So it's like,
So I'll be that.
So that's where the
That's
whole
dope.
villains line started off. And shout out to Foreign Exchange, you know what I'm saying? Those is my brothers that I run my company through. It's on some like Nike and Jordan shit. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like
yeah,
Adidas, Yeezy
yeah.
shit.
That's
Let me
dope.
sit up. These rooms got me
Subsidiary.
on the
No, it
D.
was a super lean and comfort,
Yeah.
right? You're just comfortable, yeah.
I wanted to know what you think about being a villain in someone's story, and
Yeah. So I have this quote that I always say: "The brightness of my light is directly proportional to the depth of my darkness." So everything is on a spectrum, and you might meet me one
Like the
day.
moon.
Yeah, you might meet me one day, and it's like, oh, people say cheery a lot about me, and just like positive and joyful, but it's a spectrum, and because I encompass all of it. So I might have other days when I'm in a different space and in a different mood, and that the depth of that darkness can go pretty deep. So in different situations, in different um, lives, I'll say, the villain in me has definitely been pulled out more, and I think it's in all of us. And a lot of times it's reactionary, and it's in response to other things. So
Yeah, I think
yeah.
I think the body kind of knows like sometimes when we're in situations that we feel uncomfortable in, the body will react in a way that your mind can't comprehend till later. But like, and sometimes you have to figure out later why you reacted that way and put it in its place and make it make
Oh
sense.
yeah, make it make sense. Control your villain.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's a villain
that's
thing
whole-
too.
It's-
Like,
That's
yeah.
a whole story in
That's-
itself, trying to control and suppress your villainism.
Well, I know, 'cause anytime you
That's the battle between like
Yes.
your intellect and your instincts. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
man.
saying?
Yeah.
Because it's like instinctively you're going to go into that space of being protective of, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, just
Not
nah,
not
fuck
even
it,
like,
go.
if you feeling if you're in an environment where you feel like you're being tested or threatened or
Yeah.
thrown off of your
That
own
PTSD
square. You know what I'm
gets
saying?
Yeah,
Once that PTSD get thrown off,
Yeah,
villain mode.
that's
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
going to be your
Again,
instincts
that word
because that's what
activate,
you're born with.
yes.
Yeah, that's what you're going to do. But when you go into the intellect with it, that's when you're thinking of what you're going to do prior to doing it.
Right,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Or in the course of doing it, rationalizing it. You know what I'm saying? Using that intellect to, okay, I have to react in a certain way just for survival. But
Yeah.
now, which course
Facts.
can I do
Yeah.
that will secure my
Propel you.
survival
Yeah.
and propel you to further space? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? For sure.
I'm definitely a villain in a lot of stuff.
A lot of stories, right?
You know, what Hope said, Dark Knight, feeling, die, be a hero, or live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Facts.
Man, well, my shit's kind of like reverse, man. I came in this thing the villain, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like I said earlier, man, like, man, that nigga really don't be spreading love. Nah, I really do because I was the villain. Like, I was a whole, like, that was the streak I guess that's from where we come from. It's just like you either, look, man, like, on more personal, like, I was a fat, chubby kid, not a lot of money in the house from Philadelphia with a cross eye. Like, I had to be tough in some sort.
It was just
what I mean?
the people expected you to be a villain.
Yeah,
And you
absolutely.
played into it at first, like, 'cause,
Yeah,
you know what
yeah, it
I'm saying?
was
You played into
definitely-
the expectation.
It definitely was like not natural for me to be, you know what I'm saying, what I was a product of my environment, you know what I'm saying? I was the kid, you know what I'm saying, we got a strip party going on downstairs. I want to read a book upstairs with the gun though, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm still, you know what I mean, but yeah, I definitely.
And I think that's still what she said too. Like, that goes back to what she said about how when they see great light, there's like a shadow.
Yeah, for sure.
And it might just be your past. You know what I'm saying? It might not be something
A dark cast, or what kind of make you think that that's what you got to do until you realize. I mean, you can go back to the hero cycle. It's just like it's just an outburst of like, yo, this is the path that you're supposed to be on. You got to run back to that from what you know. You know, still use your villainous tactics to maneuver because there's people that still be on that type time, and it's people that act like they aren't, but they really are. So you know what I'm saying? Something that we talked off screen was you got to be able to maneuver so you can see who really talking shit. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to punctualize yourself so you can you know what I'm saying? So people that look at you as a villain, yeah, we black. First off, we go anywhere in the world. They know we from Richmond. They going, oh, they black. They from Richmond. Oh, he from Richmond and Philly. Oh, he is the devil's son.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Not knowing that I come from, I went to a good school. You know what I'm saying? I went to a good, you know what I'm saying? I ain't had my father in the household, but you know what I'm saying? I got a
I
stepfather.
ain't meet my pops till I was 16. Same shit.
Yeah,
Same shit.
I got a stepfather that, you know what I'm saying, rock, everybody think that that's my pop. So, you know, it's just, he know I'm a real villain too, though. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's just a story. Like, yeah, that's it.
Okay. villain origin story.
Oh yeah. So it's, yeah.
Feeling like Mr. Glass, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Sharp rocks.
Yeah.
I feel like being a villain is necessary in certain situations. It's not always like a broad thing for me. I feel like sometimes you might have to be a villain, sometimes you may not, and it may be like to that person's perspective. But like you're the
Absolutely,
hero to yourself, so you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
like,
Even as the villain, you don't
Yeah.
ever see yourself as the villain because you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying. You trying your best to get whatever your narrative you trying to
Yeah,
push.
yeah,
And
whatever
then you
narrative
so
you
heavily
tryna
in that
push,
shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
doing this for my mama, so
You
yeah, I
tryna
might
save
have
that,
to chop your
yeah.
hand off, but I'm doing this to give my mom's a heart.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
right.
The hero, the villain is somebody's story. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying? That's what
always.
it is.
Yeah.
It's kind of like basically like no matter what, somebody gonna have something to say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I guess a big part of it is just being okay with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of human nature for us
Absolutely.
to do what feels good to us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like we don't want to, suffer. You know what I'm saying? What's the
Right,
opposite?
it's everything
Yeah,
is
like
to-
you're gonna
yeah.
always find.
Like, I ain't
where
trying to hurt your feelings.
Yeah,
but
I'm not trying to hurt your
enhance
feelings, but
mine.
I'm trying to feel good. Yeah, like,
Like,
and if we can meet in the middle and we both can feel good, then great.
they say
You
you
know what
trying
I'm
to make
saying?
me look bad. No, I'm trying to make myself look good.
Yeah. I was thinking that while you were talking, that really just if you're viewed as the villain, it's really because your mission isn't in alignment with the other person's anymore.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Like it's just.
Hell yeah.
And there's
you
nothing
know,
wrong with your
there's
mission.
nothing wrong with your
Yeah,
mission. It's a
some
personal mission.
Cause some people
yeah,
are-
there's some
people
people's
are-
missions are crazy.
It all depends on the perception of who fucking telling the
True.
story.
Facts.
Yeah, I mean, you gonna walk that line between hero and villain all the
Your whole
time.
life.
It's
Your
not
whole
like
life.
a big ass defined line, just like God and the devil. Like, you know what I'm saying? They hang out and shit.
Yeah,
Hang
yeah.
out and
You
shit.
know
Like,
what
yo,
I'm saying?
Niggas
like,
is playing cards right
Word.
now.
It's
Yeah,
not
like-
like some
Yes.
big diversity thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like all of that is like you gonna weave. It's like the frequency of life. It's not a straight line.
it's up
It's
and down.
waves.
It's up and down.
Yes.
It's waves. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
waves. So in certain moments, you gonna have to, exhibit that, and take it to that level.
Take it to a level, yeah, and then it's like, all right, now when you're in a comfortable space, you can exude all the love. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It is. You know what I'm saying? I think
What
like,
Bruce Lee said, be like water.
yeah, be like water, keep it container,
You know what
right?
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Word.
I think also we as a society, we like demonize certain traits that like are natural. And it's
right.
like, you know,
it's either good or bad. And
Yeah.
you're either supposed to do this or that.
when
But
whole
That's why a lot
time
of
it's
people
like
be
I
rebelling,
act like
like-
this for a reason. Like
that's
I don't
the key word. You had said earlier about repressing.
repressing.
And it was
yeah.
just, like you cannot truly repress anything. It's going to come out
gonna
in,
definitely
in
sprout,
some way.
like,
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah, because like when you got these emotions and feelings, like they're there as some type of trigger to let you know something, to let other people know
Messages,
something.
yeah.
Yeah, and I think like by suppressing that, it makes the world feel easier to just do mundane things. So it's like if I feel routine, if you break out of the routine, then like it's like you know what I'm saying? And that's why people try to dim that light and bring that down. But that's like if we lived in the wild and the lion was invading our village, you're gonna need someone
need
who's just a
somebody to
hot
step
wire.
outside,
Yeah, you're
like-
gonna need somebody who's just gonna go out there and do that.
I'll do it.
Yeah,
Yo, my mom-
and like that might be his natural inclination to want to be that hot wire to just go out there and go fight the lion, bro.
Yeah.
Like, yo, not everybody's gonna want to do that.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But we suppressing that.
As
You
a,
know what I'm saying?
as a kid, I was wild and rambunctious, but now my mom's is the one that's yo, call him when it's a problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
right,
yo, all
yeah,
my,
yeah,
all
call
my
him
little
when it's a
siblings,
problem, yeah.
No, y'all was tripping when I was getting suspended. Cause
Yeah,
Dude
now
said
they
what
calling
Dude
on you,
said.
yeah.
Now you want to call me while I'm reading my book
That's
and
crazy.
sipping my tea.
Yeah,
Mom,
yeah.
I'm on the way.
I'm sipping my tea. I'm chilling now.
activate,
Yeah,
let me
like nah,
activate
be
real
that
quick.
dude you was before when you know what I'm saying,
nah,
getting
yeah.
suspended and shit. Like yeah, nah.
Shout out to them, but nah, that's crazy.
Yeah, so like yeah, it's a growth too. Like it's like yo, you got to know like it's all necessary for certain scenarios, and sometimes maybe you was just using too much of that in the wrong place. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, yeah, I was
Yeah.
using too much. Yeah, I'm saying like I was
Yeah,
too
you
much.
can't-
You know what I'm saying?
overexert your, you know what I'm saying, what you doing. Like,
Yeah.
that's with anything, though, for real, for real.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Never let
Everything
them
is a
overhandle,
balance.
man.
Everything just has to feel good, feel right. You know what I'm saying? And you could tell. The intuition's gonna let you know, like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Let me chill. I think what we're doing right now is a way to heal the world in a sense where there might be less villains, or maybe they might be aware that there's a villain side
No,
and
we
not to
need
demonize
villains.
it. You know what I'm saying?
If we ain't have villains, we wouldn't have presidents.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact. I mean, yo,
Yeah.
anytime like somebody perspective,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
don't agree with your perspective, they're going to look at you as a villain.
As a
Like,
villain,
you know what
yeah.
I'm saying? It don't necessarily have to be like, a warmonger or nothing
And
like,
that's
you know,
and that's-
nothing
and that-
extreme.
and that-
Yeah.
and I think that
True,
we
yeah.
the other
Make the
word
cha-
that's
the
missing from this
champion story.
conversation, Cree, is tolerance. You know what I'm saying? Is understanding like people are people may not agree. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
and that's
But
okay.
but we can still practice tolerance, and we can still practice accepting. We can still practice just putting ourselves in other people's shoes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that's
for
another
sure.
thing
Gaining
that
new
like
perspectives.
Empathy.
gaining new perspectives and growing in that way.
Yeah.
Like
And that's where you'll agree with certain things that
you
the
wouldn't
hero,
normally.
you know what I'm saying, has, and
Yeah.
the villain has
And what
too,
the
you
villain
make it
has.
your own.
yeah.
And you're the hero of your own story once again, like you know
Right.
what I'm saying. But then somebody else going to disagree with certain parts of your makeup.
Because you may not agree with me, and I think a lot of times like people force stuff on people, and it forces people to want to
Yeah.
repel into the
Yeah.
opposite direction.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Say somebody's sexually
Yeah.
repressed, they go repel. Now they're all
they-
into like dominatrix, and they want to have crazy threesomes and all this stuff because
Yeah.
they was in Christian school, Bible school,
Nah,
where they was
man, you
growing
know-
up, and
you know
they
the
was told not to
pastor-daughter
wear. You know what I'm
story.
saying?
That happened too.
So yeah.
for
You know the
sure.
pastor-daughter story.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
type.
But it goes into different worlds. You know what I'm saying? Where
Right.
people can feel repressed and then burst out and want to do the exact opposite. You know what I'm saying? And then
Right.
viewing that and being like, yo, we have to tolerate both. There's a benefit in both. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? There's a benefit in knowing your worth and being repressed, and then there's a benefit in exploring and doing whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah,
And
for
so
sure.
being balanced is like also what we can learn from extremists. You know what I'm saying? Like people who be on two sides. It's like, okay, I see
Too far
that,
on
yeah,
one
I
or the
see you're
other.
too far
Yeah.
on this side. I see that you're too far on this side. Like I can learn from both. And you know what I'm saying? And
I
like
got a
Absolutely.
I got a
Spoken like a
saying
true
where
Libra.
it's
like a Libra, right,
Yeah,
right.
big balance game. I got a saying is like you can learn more from a homeless man than a graduate from Harvard, yo. Like you could, it's all in how you look, what you looking to learn for real, for real. Like you can learn from their mistakes, you can learn from like their triumph story. I mean, a person from Harvard, they probably just gonna tell you how they got there through the books. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
there's no real
There's no
experience in that
experience there,
shit. You know what I
yeah.
mean? So shout out to my homeless dudes, man.
Nah, real shit. I got one of my homies
A little
told me all
early.
the time. I'll catch him. We'll be at the club. Everybody talking to girls. He be outside in the cut sharing a cigarette with a bum or something like random, like.
Yeah.
Or I wouldn't
Touching
even know.
earth.
I'd be like, but it's just like he'll come back and be like, "Yo, homie loves like this. Like he loves this like
This
movie.
dope
Like yeah,
individual,
like
yeah.
I was like, yo,
So-
word. Like what movie? Like you know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Like
You made a friend.
He was in Crooklyn.
yeah, like.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah, yeah.
I always took that with me, like, yo, that's fire that he's like that, you know what I'm saying? So like I always be
Those are
like,
special
yeah,
people,
talk to
man.
people,
Nah, for
talk to
sure. Yeah,
people
that's
random,
true.
and
Need
people
those
people
people.
love talking, bro. People love sharing stories. People got talents, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like all
you
kinds of
know.
incredible stuff laying beneath the surface of just what you think you see. You know what I'm saying? It's just like it's crazy to explore strangers sometimes. That's a whole
I
nother.
like that.
And I think like that's also recognizing your own power and your role in other people's story and being like, yo, my role is important too. Like, who am I touching? Who am I making feel like, damn, this dude talked to me? Like,
Word.
you know what I'm saying? Like, this dude like
Yeah.
spent time with me, shared this with me,
Definitely,
gave, you know what I'm
definitely.
saying? Like, whatever. Like, I always think about that too. Like, am I being that? You know what I'm saying? Am I doing a good job?
Other
You know what I'm
side,
saying?
like
Like,
doing
in the
As long
other
as you
side,
coming
on
off
the
and you
other
being
side.
genuine with
Yeah.
it. Like,
Yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I'm saying? It's like you'll gain a lot more knowledge from people's losses than their wins. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because then you'll know how to navigate, okay, I could avoid these pitfalls.
Yeah, my son, he's focusing on football, upcoming freshman. And I always tell him like, yo, stop looking at highlights, bro. Look at look at the actual how how they, put the work in to get to where they going, not
Right.
not when they actually got to where they was getting to, because you never gonna know what the pain is for that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
It's those hours that you put in,
Yeah, for
that
sure.
those hours that they put in studying and learning those moves, learning. Okay, I got juke this way, this coverage, this
for
certain
sure.
coverage and whatnot. Like you gotta put that time in, and then you'll get to the highlights. Like you looking at the highlights, you just get caught up in that.
Yeah, you get
Straight up.
mesmerized by it. You don't even
Word.
you don't see the actual blueprint. Yeah, the blueprint is like how the house got built.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The blueprint is how the house got built.
Right.
I don't want to say it on the mic, but yeah.
That's a jewel.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, it's been a dope conversation for sure, and a lot of points sticking with me. But one, as you had said earlier, just the journey is the destination. I know you had mentioned with life, you have the start date and the end date, and what's in the middle is
It get groovy in the
is,
middle.
is really
It's the
what
meat and
counts.
potatoes,
It's the meat and
bro.
potatoes.
What make you who
Yeah,
you
like
are.
it's like
That's everything. That's what it is.
it's the moments you're gonna
The
look
bookend
back
is the
on and be like,
bookend,
y'all
man.
remember
The
that.
pages,
You know?
bruh.
It's
The pages.
the meat is what's in between. So just enjoy your life
Pause.
for sure.
And recognize.
This was sponsored by Pause Envy.
Pause and
Also recognize when new journeys are about to approach, and
which comes from
Yeah.
the ending of one.
The ending of one, right.
Ending of cycles is not a bad thing. It's something new is starting, and being open to that.
be open to that.
it's
Step into
beautiful.
that. Humble yourself.
And to
Get ready.
everybody, I'm still a villain
There's
too.
new teachers.
Fuck y'all, and I love you. You know what I'm
Spread
saying?
love.
Spread
Hell
love. You know what I mean?
Peace.
Damn.
Thanks for tuning in to Psych 101.
Peace, y'all. Take it easy.
Hey.
This Trig, Mr. Spread Love. That was Psych 101 with Lilith Rose. Shout out to RVA Boombox for having us.
I've been working all damn day, and my boss forgot my pay. Sorry, I forgot to call you. I paid the phone bill one last time before they cut it off at 9. Sorry, I forgot to call you. You hung up on me, said that this time was the last time, but sorry, I forgot to call you. You called my mama, her name, and said the same about my ways. Sorry, I forgot to call you. From the last days you say it wouldn't rain, I love. Since the last time you looked me dead in my eyes and saw that I'm gone. I've been working all damn day, but then my boss forgot my pay. I forgot to call you. Lost my food stamp card today, it felt weak, I had to pray. I forgot to call you. I paid the bills, ain't nothing late, I work every single day. Sorry, I forgot to call you. From the last days you said it wouldn't rain, I love. From the last time you looked me in my eyes and saw that I'm gone.
All damn day, yeah.